In this new lesson, we'll come to know about what is digital signature. So before going into the digital signature directly, let us see a practical example. So imagine that you want to withdraw some money from the bank. So for that purpose, you will sign a check and provide that check to the bank. Now the signature which you provided in the check basically represents your identity. So that is a private entity to you. So the signature can be verified by the bank, which is like a public entity. So the signature is bearing your personal identity here. So similarly, during our communication, imagine that there are two parties, which is the sender and the receiver. The sender wants to prove that he is the guy who is sending the message to the receiver. So how he will prove that? In the previous sections, we have seen that each entity contains a key pair. Now, the key pair which belongs to the entity are the private key and the public key. So the private key which is in the key pair, it bears the personal identity of the sender. So what essentially the sender would do is that the sender would use his private key and use a signing algorithm to create a signature with the message which he wants to send to the receiver. So the message plus the private key with the signing algorithm will create a signature, and this signature he will attach it to the message and then send it across to the receiver. Now the public key, which was in pair to the private key of the sender, is available in the public domain. So what receiver would do, as the public key is available in the public domain, receiver would verify this same signature which was signed using the sender's private key and verify whether sender itself has signed or some other impersonating agent has signed the message. So once the receiver verifies the signature, it can verify the authenticity of the sender. Hence, digital signature is used to verify the authenticity of the sender, and also we verify this way the integrity of the message, because we have taken message as an input to the signing algorithm. So one more feature of digital signature is that once the message is verified, or rather the signature is verified with the public key, the sender cannot deny that he has not sent the message. So that is called as the non-repudiation property. Important tip. So for example, when we want to calculate signature on a big length of data, it will be quite time consuming and it will occupy a lot of processing period. So what we essentially do is that we essentially convert the message into hash first, and then we create the signature on top of it.